Hey yo, I'm Snow. Today we talk about the Google I/O and Mo on your boot sequence. Wow, that was weird. Roll the intro. Google I/O happened yesterday, and oh my god, Android P is definitely the best mobile OS on the market. I've always been an iOS user, but this is just next level. Personally, I would suggest you to check out the whole keynote to yourself, but here's a rundown of what I found most impressive on the keynote. Honorable mentions go to the fixed emojis. The cheeseburger emoji finally has the cheese in the right place, and the foam on the beer emoji no longer floats above the beer. Let's jump into number 1, on-device machine learning and digital wellness. Google thought their phone were a little too dumb and wanted to add some machine learning directly into your pocket. By doing this, you would get a better battery life and smarter use of your device. By predicting which app you're going to use in a few hours, it can adapt the way it uses your battery to make it last longer. Not only that, but the digital wellness dashboard shows you how long you've been using your device, how many notifications you've received, etc., to make sure that you feel bad about how long you've been on your phone. Or maybe not make you feel bad, but at least to make you notice that you spend too much time on it, if you spend too much time on it. Number 2, WaveNet. WaveNet is a voice modulation system that allowed Google to create the new assistants. But the 6 new voices were created much quicker than the first one thanks to WaveNet. Later in the year, you'll actually be able to have John Legend as a voice. I don't know why, but if this system gets out on the wild, we might have another deep fakes on our hands. Nobody wants that. Number 3, the home button is gone. We were right, the little pill-shaped button at the bottom is a replacement for your home button, and it's a new gesture-based system. It's way more interactive than the iOS version. For example, with some swipes, you can get a live view of your apps that are currently running, or you can get to the app browser, and you can also just tap it and it acts like a regular home button. Personally, I really like what they did there. It's way more functional than iOS. The OS is jam-packed with AI, from closing apps on its own to save battery life, recognizing which app you're going to launch next, or even learn what you're about to do using something called actions and slices. For example, if you do a quick search for Lyft, then it'll probably have an option to take you home, since that might be something that you do very often. All of those features we talked about are thanks to Google's TPUs. Those are processing units that are made to train neural networks, aka to build AI applications. While Google says that they're replacing CPUs and GPUs with those TPUs because these are inefficient, we have Nvidia's GPU-based V100, which is still faster and cheaper pound for pound. That's very important. I mean, there were so many things that were announced in the Google I/O. They even had a competitor to the Echo Show. I think it was called the Google Displays. I would just suggest you watch the whole 3-hour event, even though you're going to see things like this. Like, what the hell is he doing? That made absolutely no sense. Alright, let's get away from all this tech mumbo jumbo and jump right into some relaxing gaming news. The Switch Online service will offer cloud saves. This is a feature that people have been screaming at Nintendo for, because if your Switch goes boom, so does your saved game data. It's still unclear if the feature will be available to all users or only paying members though. Speaking of paying members, they will get 20 free NES games to go with the subscription, and 10 have been revealed so far, including Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Bros. 1 and 3, no 2 for some reason. The thing that is pretty impressive is the fact that some of these games are available in co-op, for example Super Mario Bros. 3, and if it is available in co-op, you will be able to play online co-op. Like, I did not expect Nintendo to do something like that. Nintendo Switch Online will be available in September. It will cost only a meager $20 a year, and if you liked playing your online games now, keep in mind that you will have to subscribe to the service if you want to continue playing online past September. We also have the Fortnite crossover event called Infinity Gauntlet mode. The mode is basically the regular 100-player battle royale, but every match, a comet that has the Infinity Gauntlet crashes onto the map. The first to equip it becomes, you guessed it, Thanos. While he is pretty much the definition of OP and has already been nerfed a bit, experienced players seems to have no issues taking him down. The Infinity Gauntlet is definitely a mode I'm going to try out tonight. And now for the fun fact about me. It actually happened today, and I feel so dumb. So for this boot sequence episode, I watched the entirety of the I.O., and then I wrote a script where pretty much half of the episode was about the Google I.O., only to realize after I filmed, written the script, and started editing that I was talking about Google I.O. 17. So I had to rescript, reshoot, and re-edit the whole thing a second time. And that's pretty much it for the news today, guys. Have yourselves a great day, stay frosty, and click here to see the latest episode, and right here to subscribe to the channel. It's very easy. Free content, subscription. Free content, subscription. It's up to you, my dudes. They're right here. No ads. You got it. I got it. Goodbye.